I hope people you are okay today here. I want to talk about taxes, of course. We already are now getting all these taxes, all these the tax return, the U.S. income tax return 2020. So already you have it in here. So look at it. It's very interesting. I'm going to be talking about significant changes in 2020 tax returns, and as always, and people's looking for that. And but today I'm going to be talking about a little bit about taxes, a little bit about economy, what is monetary policies in place, and what the government is doing, John Biden and all these transformation, from one government to another one. So first of all, we want to be talking about taxes. The tax return this year, what is interesting, remember going to your accountant, those individuals who have income, you have to have income first, and you have to, if you have childs, but you can get the child tax credit. Also, you can get the additional child tax credit and the earned income credit. Those credits are the major, biggest one you're gonna get. But remember, and also, of course, if you have the child tax credit, remember, it's only it's not a refundable credit. What it means is a credit that is only going to be if you owe taxes. If you owe taxes, they're going to be deducted for that. So it's good, reduce amount of tax to pay, but will not reduce the rest. But the child tax credit is the additional child tax credit and the earned income credit. It will be reimbursed even if you don't owe taxes. That's what people is looking for. It's part of the stimulus, part of the money is $2,000 now for each child. And but the problem is this is the problem that is I'm seeing now, that the government has to fix some kind of error. I mean, a lot of error committing about the monetary policies. But this is what I see right now. A lot of family who gets the additional child tax credit money that comes to their pocket, 6,000 or 3,000, or depends on how many child they have, and also depends on the income. Additional tax credit and income. Most of the people, because of the pandemic, they didn't work the whole year. In 2020, that was the one that passed already. They didn't work, and if you don't work, guess what? You cannot get the additional child tax credit or the earned income credit, because those credits are based on income. You have to work at least 2,500 or more in income, so you can get these credits. So this is a very complicated situation. This year it's going to be permitting, so you can bring to your tax account, to your accountant. Remember, bring your 1040 US tax return 2019. Bring it to your accountant. Bring the previous tax return to your accountant, because this year, because of the COVID, they are permitting to get that one. They're permitting to get the previous one, the previous tax return, and you can compare the numbers of how much credit, how much reimbursement I'm going to get. And if the 2019 is bigger, you can guess what? You can get it. You can get that credit. But so remember to bring your taxes, your information. If you're going to a new account and they don't have the information, you have to provide that tax return, or at least have it in your file, your email, in your cloud, so this is a big problem if people don't work in 2019 or 2020. People are, a lot of unemployment have raised a lot. So they're not going to get, I think it's going to be a big downturn. It's going to be a big reduction in the people's reimbursement this year because of that. Because if you don't work, people are continuously going out of work since 2019. So what I see is less money out there, but other things now that's what is happening about the taxes. But talking about globally, the economy, what is happening, I'm going to give you my opinion now about all these crazy things that is happening. First of all, a lot of people, they're working now. It's a new era. It's a new, different story. They're working in their homes, and they're working less. They also, because they're in their home, they can be work less. Also, this is like about these monetary policies, like printing money as crazy. The U.S. government printing money and the central government banks authorizing and giving, this huge amount. They're like U.S. borrowing more and more, and there's no ceiling. You know how is the debt right now? Is trillions and trillions of dollars. It's just weak. The monetary is just weakening the U.S. Dollar. It's getting weaker and weaker, and also people. It's an inflation coming. You see it right now. In the last 6 months, how the price of the market, how increased. The property market, housing market. It's a housing bubble right now. Property bubble, buildings, everything has a price. But it's also because it's a lot of money, cheap money going into the economy, into the individuals. Also, people are getting, yes, it's good. I'm not against you gave some money to the people who need it, who are not working. But what happens if you print too much, if you don't control, and if you are not doing the right thing, what is happening is inflation comes. The product you buy, the goods, cost of goods will increase. And if you have cash, if you have money in the bank, you have to invest it in something, property, as soon as possible, in something like gold or property, or move it to a stock market. I recommend blue chips. The best stock, they don't appreciate too much, but they're very steady. When the crash comes, that will come soon. It could come at any time. We don't know. Maybe in a year, maybe in two. Depends on. They are prolonging. What I know is the government is prolonging the downturns, the bear market, because they are printing money. They steal the checks. But I don't think that's a good idea. What they're doing, because they're prolonging the crisis. The crisis already came. We're in a crisis. Uncertainty, COVID. People are like, the uncertainty creates the problem, really. And but also prolonging this about this economy not trying to fall. It fell. You remember in March 23rd of 2020. It went very down. It was a crash. A bear market came, and in the markets and the New York Stock Exchange, you see that how and globally will go down. But then they implemented all the government were printing money and doing this stimulus, so they went back the economy up. But it's a superficial economy. It's not really working as it should be. What I think the government should let this economy, when that happens, correct themselves. They will correct the market correct themselves always. When you let this happen naturally, these are cycles that go up and down. When you let them correct themselves, it's always better, because the crisis now will be longer and will be worse. What happened in the preventing this, but the crisis when we come, we're going to crash bigger. And that's what I think that's going to happen. Also, we all recovered, but when you do crazy things, the market become crazy. Like now, this Tesla, 400% up, and if you see the whole market themselves, the $21 trillion market, New York Stock Exchange just alone, if you see it, just more than triple the value of the stocks. Take it as a whole, as an average. More than triple. That never happened, not even in 1920, 29, with depression, the 2000, then the 2008, never that happened. Maybe they went up like double, but never more than triple. This is crazy. We don't know where we're going. What I think the government should implement, all the government, I'm talking about, this is global. This is the whole world is happening, suffering. What the government should do is implement more accurate and more listen to the people who knows and implement better policies and procedures so people can, and this economy will raise, will slightly drop and then comes back, bounce back. And because they are doing crazy things and people are very, the uncertainty and doing and doing all these things that is happening. You see the market going up and down, go up and down, and people don't rely and don't know how to rely, or don't know where to invest. And some of them are very reliant on the market. Oh, this is crazy. I'm going to invest in Tesla. I'm going to invest in this stock, this tech stock, some kind of pharmacies getting, because they're getting high. You're going to get a very it's going to crash very bad. Those stocks that grow up more than triple in the last year. Those stocks, you got to be careful because they are very aggressive. You are up now, but they will fall very bad. So just go with the stock blue chips. If you're gonna go to the market, if you want to invest in you can try to invest doing allocations. Yeah, of course, invest in gold, invest in some stock market, invest in properties. Never get the money in cash. Money in cash will depreciate. But what I think about the stock market, if you're gonna invest in a stock, try to invest in those blue chips, in those dividend champions, dividend kings, maybe the dividend contenders. At least that they provide some dividends quarterly. So those dividend brings you kind of an insurance. It's an insurance against the stock, against that company falls a little bit. At least you're getting the money back, and maybe you're getting 10% increase in dividend each year. And let's say you get 10 years already, so you get 100% of whatever you invest in that stock. So you get your money back in 10 years. And let's say in the year 11, it drops, it fell, it crashed, or it went to bankruptcy. Nothing happened because you got your money back. So it's kind of an insurance. So even though they don't increase too much, people don't rely on those stocks. Try to get those that they are being there. For me, it's about being there more than 25 years in the market, not those new technological or things new that is coming. I know that the future is yes, invest a little bit in those stocks that are green fuels, green energy, those things that for the future, of course. But right now those stocks are very high, and you don't know, and very new, and you don't know them. Don't invest on those. Just rely on those blue chips more. But again, this is gonna come. The crashes will come. It just prolonging. What is happening is the government is prolonging the crash, prolonging, and it will be worse if they continue to implement really bad policies, and they are making a false GDP, trying to get the money that they are throwing, the money that they are printing into the formula, GDP formula, that is what I think is they're cheating. It's fraudulent. It's not a true GDP growth product, domestic product. Each of the countries, if you see it, each of them, I think it's a false representation. And when that happened, the principles of economic principles broke. And when you break the principles, sooner or later you want to fall. Sooner or later, I think it's about coming back, America coming back, and also the world, United Kingdom, and another part of the Australia, and all these people who manage the biggest market comes, and these political, these governments can come back to the principles of what it's the best for everyone, and try to distribute the money as even as possible, and not making false representation of things, and try to be more honest, and try to implement the integrity. Integrity is what we need right now. Integrity, and also listen to others. The government are not listening to no one. They are just doing what they want. They are manipulating data, manipulating the world right now, and it won't last, because this is a principle. So I hope, this is my opinion. So I hope to see you next time. Okay, so let's see. So this is the tax ban. We're going to be talking about soon about the significant changes. Thank you very much. Have a great day.